So give me some examples now of how it's been used by the various organizations who are using it right now, and how it benefits them. What the big benefits are.
There are a couple of instances with Illinois State Police. They had a $20 million loss of assets. They were ordered to find a solution.
Now these were what? Radios, police
radios,
radios?
Weapons, boats.
Okay.
We have lost automobiles.
Right. Right.
And they were kept in 70 different outposts across the state.
Okay.
On separate lists and not accounted for or depreciated. So we were able to come in there with the PDA Palm symbol device and our software, tag every asset, go ahead and take the political hit that you're going to take to start a program like this, because you're going to have missing assets.
I mean, in other words,
backwards.
Political hit is when it comes out that all of these things are missing.
Correct.
And nobody knows where they are.
That's right. We've got, last person who had it, where it is. If John Smith has 12 Dell laptops, then there's a problem.
And is this something that has to be continually entered into the program, or is it kind of automatic? When somebody gets
automatic.
Whatever it is that's on the device tracks it and knows where it is.
Well, the device is automatic in that when you scan it into the system,
yep,
all of the information
goes with it. The total history.
The total history.
And when you come right down to it, then, in the long run, the big advantage of this is what?
Well, the big advantage is government accountability. My passion is protecting the communications officials that are related to APCO, and that's the Association of Public Safety and Communications Officials. They now have no product designated for them, so they are forced to use a vehicle system or a fixed asset system. So my mission in life is to give them the product to manage their operations and not be the fall guy. We're the only ones that does anything to do with two things in the software world. One, communications and all of its affiliated complexities, and billing. We're going another step now. We're not just tracking the assets, but we're billing every single line item that's applied to that piece of equipment, the weapon, whatever it may be, to that person, that office, that department. When
you use the term billing, that makes it sound like you're writing a bill to send to somebody to pay. But I gather that's not what you mean.
That is what happens. Our bill is integrated into an accounting system that may be sold by Oracle.
Right.
Oracle takes the information, and at the end of a year, you're now able to take an asset and say, Sheriff's Department used 40%, but they were only paying 3% of the bill prior to.
Oh, I see what you mean. So has this been a big advantage to those that are using it?
Huge.
I mean, what kind of reaction do you get, and how has it affected them?
I would think that coming from where I come from, we're selling an enterprise software system, very large, complex behind the scenes, very easy to use up front from the user. But every one of our clients, from Seattle to Long Beach to Chicago to Phoenix to Florida, they're referenceable, and they will say good things. And in our world, where you're converting data and a lot of interaction, a lot of complexity, putting it together, it's unheard of.
And the point is, you can also track this from obviously any point,
sure,
can't you?
Yes.
I mean, you can be dealing with police radios in Portland, Oregon, and yet you're keeping track of them in Alabama.
That's correct.
Or whatever the case might be.
Wherever they choose, depending on where they want to store the
So it's it's a very complex project, but as you say, easy to use, user interface.
Yep.
That has tremendous advantages.
Huge advantages, especially to you and I, because we're losing so many assets right now.
Absolutely. Very interesting. Good.